Um, yeah, I want to kind of respond to this right here. I was getting all settled in for a relaxed coop, then I spilled some stuff all over my desk and ended up running around and screaming no for 45 minutes trying to clean it up. I can relate in a way because I can just, well, first of all, I can just agree with you that diarrhea is sucks. Diarrhea sucks. Well, it mostly sucks. Diarrhea mostly sucks. I think we can all agree with that, right? And I know you weren't exactly talking about diarrhea, but it felt kind of like you were in a way that you were kind of using other words to describe that. But I diarrhea it mostly sucks though. I mean, on a rare occasion it can be kind of nice, but oh boy, Alberto, I just don't like that. I had a problem on Friday. I I think I got food poisoning from Chipotle. And you would think I thought they had some sort of E. coli breakout or something like that, right? And you would think that after a breakout, this usually happens, that restaurants they get more diligent about the situation if there's a problem like that. You remember I think in the 90s maybe that there was some problem with Jack in the Box. And so I remember my dad at one point. I remember my dad saying, we were kind of thinking, you going to Jack in the Box? And my dad said, right now is the best time to go to Jack in the Box. They're going to be all over it. They're going to be very clean about their stuff right now. Let me just take a look at this real quick. Just turned 44 yesterday. Oh, happy birthday, twit. Any advice for dealing with diarrhea in the future? Yeah, well, I'm going to get to that actually. So this is good. Um, so wait a second. Hold on a second. Is this you're acting like you never heard of butt plugs before. I wondered that actually. Do butt plugs do they can they hold your diarrhea in for you? I doubt that. I doubt that. I don't think so. I think if you had a butt plug in and you had a really diuretic situation, no, that's not the right word, but I think it would just be leaking through the cracks. But anyway, all right. So usually when there's some sort of problem with a place, then they get really good about being clean, it seems. So I thought Chipotle might have had that problem. But anyway, whatever. I went to Chipotle on Friday and they had this new item there, this chicken. And I thought I'll give it a shot. Anyway, I ate the stuff and I don't know, several hours later, I started to feel a stomach ache, and it was a stomach ache that hurt more than just a normal. It didn't agree with my stomach kind of feeling. It felt a little more intense, and I ended up having diarrhea for maybe 12 hours. Okay, look, I know I talk about diarrhea a lot on the show. I know it's a big theme, but it's that's what I'm about. I mean, I'm kind of the top. I'm one of most of what I talk about is penises and poo. I mean, that's sort of mainly what I do. So I mean, if that's what you're here for, then good. Um. Uh. So. Bryce Shell says Chipotle has a butt plug meal deal. That sounds maybe that could work. But anyway, it was really bad. I mean, I couldn't. Basically, I started around 9 p.m. or something, and I would go do my thing in the bathroom, and then after I was kind of done cleaning up, I would start to feel another stomach ache, and I thought, oh, okay, there's another wave that's going to come or whatever, and it kept me up all night. I don't think I fell asleep I don't think I fully fell asleep uninterrupted until 7 a.m. or something like that. But it was just nonstop diarrhea and it hurt. Okay. And And I got and then I my body started to become achy, and I got a slight fever. And when I got into bed. I finally went into bed maybe around 4 in the morning or something like that, but I would just have to get out of bed to, do my thing. But, yeah, I was in the bed kind of a little bit with chills, and I got really sick from this. Now look, it might not have been Chipotle, it might not have been food poisoning. I, um, I was at a restaurant the night before, uh, and it was this Thai restaurant. It's kind of a hipper Thai restaurant, but all the people working there had these sort of these things around their wrists that were holding these keys that were dangling from their wrists. And I don't know if that was a practical thing or if it was just a fashion choice type. There was like kind of a fashionable theme for the restaurant. Oh yeah, we'll all wear these keys dangling from our wrists. But whatever the case may be, it was not sanitary. And here's why. They would pick up the plates and they would put them down. I just noticed whenever they're dealing with the other food, the keys were dangling in the food. And it was just, and anyway, I remember this. So my dish got served. Oh, I was sitting next to where the food was coming out, so I could see. And even my friend who was with me said, because I told him about what happened with the key. Well, it happened on my food at first. She put the plate down, and I noticed that the key dangled right into the food that I had already had out and that I was eating from. And I kind of didn't really want to eat from the food anymore because this key, which seemed dirty to me, it was already, whatever going in there. And so I told him about that, and he said, "Oh, that's kind of nasty." And then he said, "Oh, look, look, look." And we could see all the food that was coming out. Key was just various servers, their keys were just dangling in the food. So pretty gross, right? So I thought maybe I got it from might have had a bad key the night before. But my friend thinks he didn't have any sort of diarrhea, so he thinks it probably was the Chipotle. The night before, the Thai restaurant, I did this show in a kind of a packed space, and I thought, well, maybe I got a flu from somebody or something like that. But is that a yes or no, Laura? Yeah. And anyway, but I think the timeline and how long it played out, I feel like it probably was the Chipotle. But yeah, I had a slight fever, achy body, and that whole thing lasted for 24 hours, me feeling ill, but the constant diarrhea lasted about 10, 12 hours. And the and I but I remember though I felt recovered it's like I was on the road to recovery when it'd been a while since I'd gone diarrhea or whatever, and I ate something, and I ate some basic stuff, just white rice and some other basic things. Although I actually did get a very plain hamburger actually, but anyway, whatever. So, and then I had a diarrhea after that, and it felt not bad. The diarrhea from the night before was so bad, it was just burned. I felt like I was, I felt like Johnny Cash was doing a private live performance in my rectum, you know? Johnny Cash? Ring of Fire.
Heard of him.
Ring of Fire. I thought that he was playing Ring of Fire, and I thought that I was basically I felt like my buttocks were a Chase bank because there was cash in there, Johnny Cash, and he was playing Ring of Fire. It burned, I felt like I was O.J. Simpson in a Ford Bronco, being on, being. I felt like I was being chased. I felt like there was a chase going on, Chase Bank, because there's cash in there, Johnny Cash, and he's playing Ring of Fire because it burned. It burned so bad, I tell you that.
Sounds terrible.
Hey, I don't know if I get it. I know it's a lot of diarrhea talk. I'm sorry, but just think of it as a good soup instead, and maybe that can make you appetized. Just think of it as chocolate soup. It's think of it as something good. And chocolate soup. That sounds kind of interesting, huh? You ever have a chocolate soup?
No.
Well, anyway, so it burned so much. I was kind of not screaming, but I was going, oh, I was going like that when it would come out because it burned so badly. It was burning. Oh my gosh, it burned, and it burned, baby, burned. And anyway, when I did it the next day, Saturday, and it had been a while since I'd done it, it didn't burn, and it kind of came out nice and easy, and it was diarrhea, but I thought, now this is some diarrhea I could work with. It all came out, and it was cool. It wasn't like it was the night before. And I thought at that point, okay, I think I'm getting better. After it had been 24 hours since I had started going diarrhea, I started to feel pretty well, but I wasn't 100% feeling. I still felt a little, I don't know, achy a little bit. And then yesterday, I pretty much started to feel complete. But right now, I feel pretty much, I would say 100% now. In fact, last night when I went to the bathroom, it was actually pretty constipated. Yeah. So I think I need to sort of maybe get just a dash of Chipotle in my system again to balance it out.
You put these things on your OkCupid profile? I'm just kidding. I'm not saying you have one, but if you did.
OkCupid. Does anybody use that?
Yeah, Oklahoma Cupid.
Oh yeah. Oklahoma,
yeah. Yeah, we're all on that.
Oh yeah. It's funny, Laura. You've never tried doing an online dating situation ever.
I actually did try it once.
You did?
I never went so far as to actually go on a date.
Really?
But I went on one of those sites once.
Really?
Mm-hmm.
Which site?
I think it was OkCupid.
Really?
Yeah, in my day.
That must have been what, during the 6 months that you were single in your entire life?
Mm-hmm.
Really? Yeah. That's interesting. Wow, I never would have thought that you ever did that.
Well, think again.
Let me just hit this. Let me respond.
But it didn't. Yeah, it didn't work.
Hey, I was, by the way. That was just to respond to that. Just a one episode thing, yeah. But you did hear me. You did. It was true. Good ear, good ear, good ear.
Good ear.
Good ear, mate. Good ear, mate. So, anyway, did you make any matches or anything on that, Laura?
No.
Uh-huh.
Or I don't know. It didn't really work.
Uh-huh.
I don't think.
Oh, anyway, my advice to Twit, sorry, I didn't even give any advice about diarrhea, is, well, first of all, my advice is to not use witch hazel. I used to use witch hazel in the past, and I realized that using witch hazel,
it's more like a witch hails now,
sort of a thing, because it actually was in the long run was doing weird things to my hole, and I don't recommend it. So I think you should not do that. Here's what you do. You can wipe with water. You just wet the tissue and, do your wipe. And, straight like that. Advice for diarrhea. It was his birthday yesterday, Twit. And he wanted advice for diarrhea in the future. My advice is, I guess you just got to sort of go with the flow, and let it all come out. I'm trying to think of any good advice. I don't know. Sometimes I press on my stomach a little bit to try to make it come out. You know what's weird is when it doesn't come out when you want it to come out, I don't know, man. Diarrhea is a tough thing to have advice about, but I guess, just be strong. That's my advice. It's going to burn. It's going to hurt, but you got to be strong. You got to be strong. I don't know. Maybe you should just, get a big canvas and just shoot it out and do a Jackson Pollock style or something like that. Make some art out of it, Twit, you worry about the toilet paper chemicals going through? Laura, you're eating a lot of candy.
I know what's going on.
I mean, is that good for you? I know you.
Probably not.
That's
And I'm
speaking
not
of.
back, by
by
the
the
way.
way,
I'm not back to normal yet.
Speaking of diarrhea, I mean that's going to give you a lot of diarrhea. You know, lots of candy gives me diarrhea. Actually,
That's your problem.
you know what?
That's
That I
all.
recommend that. I mean, look, here's the advice. There's the real advice I can give is just be careful what you eat. Be good to yourself. You know, avoid corn syrup if you can, or high fructose corn syrup. Avoid that.
This does not have high fructose corn syrup.
Okay, well then I'll give it to me, I guess.
It's so good.
You got to just obviously just avoid, you know, spicy stuff. There's certain spicy things. Just be careful out there, okay? Just be careful out there.
Mm.
You know, you just don't eat any poo off the street.
Don't eat shit off the street.
Okay, hold on. I want to go back to this thing that Bryce Shell said. Hold on. It was earlier. Well, let's do this. Speaking of Gemma, yeah, what is it? Hit that one. Speaking of Gemma's birthday is in a couple days. Well, happy birthday to Gemma coming up on here. Okay. Big happy birthday, you know, a big happy birthday from Bryce and the rest of the crew. On behalf of Bryce and the rest of the crew, happy birthday to Gemma, who is part of the team here at the Chicken Coop.
She's part of the Chicken Crew.
She's part of the Chicken Coop, which is the crew that is involved with the Chicken Coop. Yeah, try saying Shango take the poo away. There was something that Bryce Shell had written about Laura's health earlier. Let's hit that comment.
It is not back 100%.
What percent are you at this point?
Like 75. As you can tell, my voice is not back yet.
Oh, really? You're still at 75?
Maybe 80. I don't know what's going on, guys. I just don't know.
Wow. Damn.
I really don't know. It's not. I actually went to the doctor and she said, in fact, you can just continuously just give it back and forth between like you and a household member if you're not careful.
Damn, man.
Like it can go unlimited.
So it's pink eye tag?
No, I don't have pink eye anymore, but I don't know. It's definitely less, but I don't know. But hopefully this Airhead will help.
What flavor is that Airhead? Because your color is kind of weird.
Watermelon.
Okay, yeah.
Look at that beautiful green.
Well, no, that doesn't look like the normal green because right now your color, I don't know,
it's a gorgeous green.
Your color palette is on a cool temperature right now, it seems.
Oh, really?
Yeah, don't worry about it, but you seem very cool right now, and it's making your colors. Well, it makes your Airhead look a little different. You know,
makes it look turquoise.
Really?
Yeah, it does look a bit turquoise. Yeah, it
does.
Yeah,
it's not. In my view, it looks like a nice green. But should I?
You're looking a bit cool on the temp side, Laura.
Maybe I'll save that cherry one for later.
Yeah, I bet that
cherry.
I'll
have like a savory item. I'll have a hot dog. Just to balance things out.
What are you doing, Laura? Gosh, you're gonna give yourself diarrhea, and you're sick too. You know.
I don't know about diarrhea, but.
Oh my gosh, Laura! Now you're gonna eat the hot dog.
Bit of an outrage, isn't it?
Yeah, it's a bit of an outrage, I'd say.
Well, I need my dinner.
Oh my gosh, Laura!
It's good to have something.
Hey, that's advice to you, twat or twit or whatever. Is that you're no no, his name was Twit. I messed up. I called him twat just now, but or her, I don't know. But the don't eat sugar on an empty stomach. Okay, you save it for dessert.
I had some carrots earlier.
Oh, okay. Big whoop.
I know, big whoop. No,
anyways,
not that. These are pretty good for you.
Should we get the show started or what?
Because I've got a lunchbox. Just kidding. So anyway.
So it's kind of hot today though, huh? Damn, kind of got hot up in here. I'm surprised. Sorry, I didn't mean twat. It was a total slip of the tongue there. But should we? What do you want to start, Laura?
Yeah.
Welcome to the Chicken Coop. My name is Brent Weinbach,
I'm Laura Weinbach.
and this is the live chat show that we do every Monday at 6 p.m. Pacific time. And we hang out with you, the watchers, the Coopsters. Some of you long-time members, some of you new members, and some of you just sort of browsing products over here. And we do this. We have a different topic every week. And gosh, now I kind of forgot what the topic is this week, actually. I'll look into it.
Oh. Wow.
Hi. Oh, hi. This is our producer, Chicken Jessica, by the way, in case anybody was curious. What is that?
Got some matches here.
Is that a ukulele?
Wow.
Are
I'm
you
matched up.
On OkCupid? Are you on OkCupid or OkCoop?
Oh, does
OkCupid.
OkCupid have a sound effect like that? Like it's doing arrows?
Maybe not OkCupid, but maybe
We
some
should
of the
start a
listeners
different.
Maybe some
Sorry.
of you listeners might be what?
might be familiar with this sound. What were you about to say, Laura?
It sounds like
gonna
a
say-
pubic. Sounds like a pubic hair getting plucked. But anyway, carry on.
I was gonna say we should start another match dating service, whatever you call them, and call OkCupid.
Oh.
And it's for people who are into things like the chicken coop and
Oh.
diarrhea and such.
Oh, right. How about I
What
got
would
one?
be-
Nice to meet you. You on OkCupid?
you
how about
want
I got-
OkCupid?
How about this? What if we start a dating match service called OkCuba? And it's for
like for
people
people
who are either Cuban or really into the Cuba Gooding Jr. as a
I
As
thought
a-
you were talking about Cuba Gooding Jr.
as a sort of frame of reference, and
or
not just
people
Cuba,
who love the movie I Am Cuba.
or people who love Wild and Crazy Kids, starring his brother Omar Gooding.
It's like nothing to do with Cuba. It's just a way to get to Omar.
Oh.
It's just sort of a random sort of. It's sort of what you call a special blend, is what we call it, of interests.
Well, my favorite movie is Boys in the Hood, and
And my favorite TV show is Wild and Crazy Kids. Imagine if your favorite movie was Boys in the Hood and your favorite TV show is Wild and Crazy Kids. There's something that really works about that in a way, because it's boys, which sound like kids, and Wild and Crazy Kids, and Boys in the Hood. I mean, it's kind of like they're wild. There's gangsters and stuff.
They're wild and crazy.
They're wild and crazy, kind of. I mean, it kind of works in a way.
bless you, Laura.
It's not a sneeze. It's okay.
Gemma just hit up Bryce for a
Stop it.
birthday wish too, actually.
Nice.
It really
So
is.
happy birthday to Bryce, wherever your birthday is.
Happy birthday,
Where?
Bryce.
Y'all like trip hop?
Oh yeah, I
You like trip hop? I wanted to butt in and talk about Super Chat, right?
yeah.
Okay.
What about it? What is that?
I kind of felt like Bernie Mac jumping in just now with the music. Bernie Mac on Def Comedy Jam. I ain't afraid of you. Hit it. Am I making it? You get
Yeah,
what I'm
yeah.
saying?
Yeah, Bernie Mac. I ain't afraid of you. I know that's from Def Jam. Yeah, I seen it. Yeah.
But he would say jokes and then get the DJ to
yeah, and did that too. Yeah, that's right. Yeah, yeah, totally. Yeah.
yeah. So there's these things called super chats, right?
Yeah.
Hit it. And what do we got here? We got Bryce coming in here. Martian. Bryce is pumping it up. Remember? Okay, so all right, so super
What is
chat,
that?
right?
How does that
It's
work?
a way to tip the show, right?
Yeah.
Keep everything running in here. And let me show you a little video that describes how you, the viewer, can do a super chat like the one that you've seen. And that's a little bit of how you do a super chat. If you got any questions.
Wow. I mean, geez. I mean, wow. You made that song?
Hey, that's the magic of super chat.
It makes songs. Wow. That was crazy. That's wow. That was also that I spotted some sort of kind of, what was that? A leopard suit or something like that? It was kind of interesting. Did you see that leopard suit, Laura? Yeah, what was that? That's kind of interesting. It was a leopard suit.
That's my buddy right there.
That was his leopard wear look.
Is that the leopard man or?
That's I'm leopard sitting.
What's the difference?
Just taking care of this.
Oh, that's a leopard that you're taking care of. What's the difference between a leopard and a cheetah?
Speed, right here.
No, but what about the print? You know, is the print different?
Oh yeah, I guess the leopard's a little thicker. This is some cheetah action right here.
Oh, leopard is thicker? Oh.
I think.
Oh, okay. Interesting. Okay, well, thank you for that. Oh, wow, how about that? Dang, okay. Sheesh. Wow, it works. It works. I guess Cheetah Man works or whatever. And Leopard Man. Wait, did you say leopard was thicker or? Well, we're gonna have to look that up at one point. What the difference between a leopard and a cheetah is? Actually, if you can look that up, I'm curious. What the difference between a cheetah is. But yeah, that's nice to see how it works. Yeah, people are renewing and stuff. It's pretty crazy.
Wow.
So anyway, all right. Well, look, it is springtime, isn't it? And it's spring. And what does that mean? There's things that are blooming, you know, things are just, there's blooming happening, right? Flowers are coming out. And it is, and so that's what this is all about, is that we're going to talk about flowers because it's springtime. And so we're titling this topic Flower Power. You see? Flower power. You dig? There you go. So as you know, I mean, some of you have been with us now for a few years, and as you know, when spring rolls around, I don't. By the way, I know people are chiming in with the difference between cheetahs and leopards here, but what I'd really like to know, solid spots. Oh, group spots. Can I just sort of see a visual? Is it possible to pull up a visual of what the cheetah print is versus the leopard print? I just want to see what they look like, you know, visually. But as you know, everybody, I don't like spring. It's my worst season of the year, and it just, stuff starts crawling around. Stuff is getting a lot of allergy stuff in the air. I get bad allergies, and you know how it is. I don't like it. And as soon as spring starts, I think to myself, I can't wait till it's fall, because fall is my best. That's my best subject.
But fall has pollen stuff and stuff in the air too.
Not for me, I don't get allergies during the fall personally. And fall is a cooler time. And
why is it a cooler time?
Temperature wise.
Why do you like that?
I have grown to like cooler weather more now.
It's actually not cool. No.
Okay, here we go. Here, let's look at this here. Hold on a second. Let me take a peek at this thing. I think we could do it like this. Yeah. Okay. So, yeah. Okay, got it. So cheetah is like that. Okay. Yeah, spots. Leopard has those rosettes. Those kind of almost
Rosetta stones.
I guess they got the rosettes. Tina leopard and the rosettes. Cheetah is just sort of just spots. Those are kind of okay. Got it. These are kind of okay. Got it. I understood that now. So now I'm okay. So I think it was a cheetah man that we saw before. Okay, got it. Okay, thank you for this visual. Anyway, what's it called? I get the allergies, you know how it is, and I don't like it. And these days I like to be I like cooler weather because it just means I like cool, dry weather. That's really what I want nowadays. I'd rather just wear the layers and stuff. And, less crawling around. I like there to be less. I just like less nature. What's your favorite season, Laura?
I really like spring, but probably like summer more.
I mean, look, one thing I do like about summer and I like about spring and stuff, I like the later days. I like how the sun sets at 8 o'clock or whatever. That's cool. And there's an energy to that that's fun. And obviously, there's a nostalgic feeling about the summer. About being off. You know what I mean? And just being. Just just have whatever, just when the night comes, the day is just beginning and stuff. And I don't know, that's pretty fun. It's fun, but I'm done with it though these days. I don't do that.
Huh. Yeah, I like summer and I like spring. They're my favorite.
Oh, summer and spring?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, you like spring. So you like things crawling around.
Sure. No, I mean, that's not what I think of when I think of spring. I think of beautiful flowers blooming and the world is finally becoming beautiful again.
The flowers are nice. And
it's just the promise of summers. It makes me think good days are here to stay. Or they're here to come. It's not like they're on their way out. They're not even quite here yet, which makes me feel like it's not over yet. You know what I mean?
I do feel like summer though is a bit funkier in terms of hygiene goes. You know what I mean? People sweat more and stink more and stuff. Whereas in the winter, you're not stinking at all. You can. A lot of people.
If you stink, you're gonna stink year round.
That's not true. A lot of people can probably not even wear potty deodorant during the winter and get away with it. Whereas, you can wear potty deodorant in the summer and you can still not get away with it.
Well, I like the summer.
You like being all humid and stuff. You like all that kind of sticky, icky. You like that sticky.
I like icky. Fun in the sun. I like going swimming. I
do like those
long
things.
days. I like wet, hot summer nights.
I do.
I like.
I kind of like that too, but
I like it's just a good time, and also it reminds me of good things. But the one thing about the summer that in my later years I've come to resent to a degree is the fact that it's almost over. It means that Christmas is basically here.
Well,
as soon as August comes around, I'm like, it's gonna be Halloween, and then it's Christmas, and then it's basically all over. So I may as well but spring, I feel like, all right, we still got a little while before summer's over.
Yeah, I kind of just, yeah. I mean, I'm ready for fall.
So I'm excited.
I'm ready for fall.
It all ends so soon to me.
Yeah. No, it all goes very quickly these days. I mean, the years are just not even years anymore. They just feel like weeks.
Well,
the years feel like weeks and the days feel like minutes.
But I mean, definitely spring is a good time.
Yeah, I mean, look, it's cool in some ways.
I like it.
But I just, anyway. I mean, look, I get more exercise in the summer. I'll just say that. I get my body looking tight for the summer. People are going to like my body this summer. I'll tell you that much. Let's look at some flower stuff here, I guess. We have some let's see what we got here. Let's take it from the top. Or maybe not, or whatever.
A 5th anniversary special from all florists. 1 dozen roses in vase, $35 value, only $17.95. Or roses, 2 dozen long stem roses in vase, only $23.95. Phone FLO WERS.
Funeral and all occasion.
Wait, pause it for a second. So this guy seems almost like an auctioneer or something like that, right? I mean, hit him up.
He was like, roses or roses. Like, what did he even say?
He's roses red as well, but we got $7.95 and go over there. We get $23.95. Try him again.
For roses, 2 dozen long stem roses in vase, only $23.95. Phone FLO WERS.
WERS.
Anniversary special from all florists. 1 dozen roses in vase, $35 value, only $17.95. Or roses, 2 dozen long stem roses in vase, only $23.95.
Wait, why did you say or roses?
I know, roses.
What's
I don't know
that
what that
supposed to
is.
$5 value,
What was the other option?
17th anniversary special. A 5th anniversary special from all florists. 1 dozen roses in vase, $35 value, only $17.95. Or roses, 2 dozen long stem roses in vase, only $23.95.
The hell is he talking about?
I think
over
he's
there?
trying to make it. I think he's just adding extra words to make it sound like he was giving you more information or something like that.
I don't know what he's talking about. He's talking about roses.
Also, you know what's kind of
roses or some
funny?
other-
Yeah, roses, and then roses.
I thought they were all roses.
You know what's also funny is this phone number too. FOREVERMORE.
Flowers.
FOREVERMORE.
FLOWRS.
What?
He goes FLOWRS.
What's funny is they didn't really need to do that. They could have made it look like. Well, I guess they did. Yeah.
They could have done FLOW-ERS to be really.
Yeah, but
hardcore.
then that would have just been. That also would have looked like flow too.
No, it would have looked like flow. It would have.
Well, it kind of would have, but it also would have looked like flow too.
I guess that's true. That's how you spell
FLOWRS. But instead they went with FLOWRS. That's kind of interesting. It's kind of different depending on
I
how you
guess now it actually looks more like flaw worse.
Well, it looks to me still like flow worse.
Well, it does, but
Flow
wanna get
worse.
crazy.
Hey, if you want to get crazy, flow worse. Roses. Hey, let me tell you something about roses. Flow worse. What does he say again? Play it.
88.
A 5th anniversary special from all florists. 1 dozen roses in vase, $35 value, only $17.95. Or roses, 2 dozen long stem roses in vase, only $23.95. Phone 2 dozen long stem roses, 2 dozen long 2 dozen long stem roses in vase, only $23.95. Phone FLOWERS.
Wait, pause it. Wait, what is he saying actually?
Roses.
But flow double E. Okay, he was saying. Okay, he's saying the phone number.
Roses,
Yeah.
2 dozen long stem roses in vase, only $23.95. Phone
He's like, it's funny. He has to abbreviate in vase. 2
But-
dozen long stem roses in vase.
What's roses
It's
though?
in a vase.
I don't know what roses is. You know.
Also, was this just one take? Because the way he says 2 dozen long stem roses.
Roses.
I mean, it's the way I talk every time. But if I had the choice to pick a tape,
What does he
it
do?
wouldn't be this one. The
does
way
he-
he says long stem.
Play it
Value
again.
only $17.95. Or roses, 2 dozen long stem roses in vase,
Oh,
only
yeah, he kinda
$23.95. Phone
Really?
There's a little bit of a glitch there.
FLOWERS.
2 dozen long stem roses.
$5 value, only $17.95. Or roses, 2 dozen long stem roses in
Yeah.
vase, only $23.95.
He had a bit of a blip there.
FLOWERS.
Funeral and all.
Had a bit of a blip.
Does he say double V instead of W?
5 or roses, 2 dozen long stem roses in vase, only $23.95. Phone FLOWERS.
No, he just goes double E. He goes
95.
double
Phone
ER.
FLOWERS.
Oh, he goes
WER.
WE, but it sounds like double E actually.
Phone
I know, that's what I'm saying.
FLOWERS.
W.
Come on down to the flowers, Joe Double E.
WERS.
Jubilee.
Phone FLOWERS.
Phone FLO.
Wow.
Savings to on all occasions.
Phone FLOWERS.
Listen to the next part.
Funeral and all occasion floral arrangements at savings to 50.
Did you catch that? Funeral and all occasion. Is that what he said?
Floral arrangements at savings.
Right. That's funny.
FLOWERS.
Funeral and all occasion floral arrangements at savings to 50%.
He just said flonal. He said
Application floral
flonal.
arrangement.
Did you hear that? He said flonal.
FLOWERS.
Funeral and all occasion floral arrangements at savings.
This must have been a one-take shot, one-take shoot.
I think it was just they really were on a budget on this one, and they just
They were on a tight budget.
and he
on a
said and
tight
he didn't want
schedule.
to pay for too much airtime here, so he just said I got to say this as quickly as possible. And 2, it's almost like kind of like a Micro Machines guy. If it doesn't say Micro Machines, it's not the real thing.
Oh yeah.
Now, FLOWERS, if it doesn't say Micro Machines, it's not the real thing. Flonal.
All occasion floral arrangements at savings to
Flonal.
50%. Deliveries to offices, hospitals, funeral homes, and residential areas 7 days a week. Phone
Do you like the reverb?
It's interesting. It's different. You know, I don't know. I wasn't
get a
sure if
little-
that was their choice or what that was about.
Could you
you know?
bring up the sound of my effects a little bit more? Yeah, a little bit more. Yeah.
On FLOWERS. Remember
wow.
the 5th anniversary special? 1 dozen roses in vase, only $17.95. Or roses. 2 dozen roses in vase, only.
Wait, what is roses? Roses. That's a
It's
thing.
I
guess.
think it's because it's
Three
like
special.
2 dozen.
It's also weird.
So I had to say it twice.
He's also slowed down here. You know?
1 dozen roses in vase, only $17.95. Or roses. 2 dozen roses in vase, only 20.
It's funny that he has to say in vase.
Yeah. They slowed down his voice in post.
Hey, can I get
Roses.
Can I get an
2
order of roses? Hey.
I like the roses in vase.
Hey, can I get an order of roses? Oh, I should call Flo Werz. You got it.
Occasion floral arrangements at
Hey,
savings to 50.
hey, do you have any floral arrangements? I'm looking for something for a funeral. I need some roses for my funeral. Do you have any floral arrangements?
I know he calls up. He's like, I heard that you do flonal arrangements. They're like, yes, we do floral arrangements. He goes, no, flonal. Flonal. I heard you say flonal. And they say, what? Yeah, in your commercial, you said flonal arrangements. So what the fuck? And they're like, we don't know what you're talking about. You said it. God damn it. How dare you false advertise? I'm calling the Better Business Bureau. You said you did flonal arrangement. Now you're going to go back on your word. And I said you don't do flonals?
That's false advertising. You said roses, and floral arrangements.
Can a guy just get some flonals over here? What the fuck?
Hey, look, a light bulb went off my head once I heard the word flonal. I've come to collect.
All I ever wanted in my life was a flonal arrangement, for fuck's sake.
Damn, I finally thought I found a place that could serve my greatest desire, a flonal arrangement. And here you are saying you don't have flonal?
It's like you got to get a guy's hopes up. And I'm thinking, yes, I finally found a flonal arranging place. And now you're telling me you don't do it? This is the worst day of my fucking life.
Damn, I might have to just get myself a funeral arrangement.
I'm going to have to go. I'm going to have to, yeah.
This day fucking sucks. I thought you said flonal and you're telling me you didn't? Damn, this day fucking sucks.
This is bad business. I'm calling the BBBBB.
My stupid heart is broken, asshole. You said flonal.
You just broke my
I'm going to tell everybody you lied. All my friends were so excited about it too. I'm going to have to call them up and be like, yo, they don't do flonals. And they're all going to be like, what? I'll be like, yeah, it's true. Hello?
Hello? I'm calling about the flonal arrangements.
Oh, yeah. What? Flonal? What?
Yeah,
what do
you said you have flonal arrangements at your store.
Oh, do you mean floral? Do you mean floral?
No, you said flonal.
I don't think so. I think you said floral. You must have misheard us.
Yes, you did. You said flonal.
You said flonal.
I did that on purpose.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, wait a second. You said flonal.
All right, wait, hold up. Can we take a different take? Try a different route here.
Back to one.
I thought you were ringing me as the friend who you had to break it to that they don't do flonal arrangements.
No, I was calling the store again, but
no, call me as a friend that was expecting flonal arrangements as well.
Okay.
I'm the friend. What's up?
Hey, Joey, it's me.
Oh, what's up, Alfred?
Hey, what's up? I told you stop calling me Alfred. Just call me Alf.
All right, Alfie, what's up?
Not Alfie, just straight Alf.
Dude, come on. How about Alfalfo?
All right. Oh, maybe this Saturday you can call me Alfalfo. Maybe this Saturday, but for right now.
All right, Alfster, what's up? Just get to the point over here.
Right,
I'm busy. I'm fucking working on my
Fuck
new
it. I got some bad news. I got some
here.
good. What you was working on?
I'm actually doing I'm making a wooden bowl in my wood shop. So get to the point over here.
All right, that sounds pretty important. But
It is.
I'm gonna look. I got some good news and I got some bad news.
Oh shit. What's up? Get to the point, dude. Dude, my lathe is like running on empty right now, and I gotta hurry up because I gotta get this bowl going.
I forgot what your name was. What did I say, Joey? What did I say your name was?
Duh, you called me Alpha.
I can't even remember. I think you said Joey, maybe. But
Get to the point. I'm on the clock.
I got some bad news and I got some good news. What do you want to hear first?
I guess the bad news.
Well, the good news is I saw an ad and it said that they do flownal arrangements.
No shit. I know. I've been waiting for. I was excited for that.
And the good news is I called them right away. I called them ASAP saying.
So did you get a dozen?
The bad news is they don't.
We need them for the party on Saturday.
The bad news is
we got everybody's gonna be there. Rooster's gonna be there. We got chicken coming. We got, fucking.
We got fucking
Marshall.
We got Casey Affleck coming.
We got all of those fools. They're all expecting a huge arrangement of flonals.
We hired I know you hired the Casey Affleck impersonator. I was really looking forward to it.
Well, so we're still on, right? We're still gonna have a blast, right?
The bad news is there is no flonal.
Wait, what did you just say? Wait, what?
They did some false advertising. It made my day suck.
What? Hold up. Fuck. Shit. Dude, okay. I need you to fix this.
I need you to fix this.
Hold up. Shit. All right, dude, I'm going to try to remain calm. I need you to fix this. Give me a freaking asthma over here. I need you to fix this tonight. We got a party of huge honchos coming over tomorrow. Everyone is expecting the flonals.
Every honcho is going to be. I know.
Every honcho is going to be there.
Every yeah, this is Lalula. Don Joey, don't stress. Don Joey. I'm
not stressing. I'm just telling you right now. You better figure out the flonal situation, or your ass is on the fucking.
Just.
I'm gonna get Rooster involved. Just that's all I'm gonna say. Rooster will be. He
would be pecking at my doorstep. I know.
He will be clucking at your doorstep at 3 a.m. No joke. Don't even test me.
Boss,
get the flonals. I don't want to hear it. Get the flonals.
1 second.
I gotta go. Look,
1 second.
I don't want.
Boss, 1 second. Fuck.
Can't see you.
Boss, what?
I couldn't really see you just then. You were off camera.
I was.
Like yeah, you want to be able to see, like, kind of.
The idea is that he's kind of.
I know, but you want. I still want to be able to. I know, but you still want to be able to sort of see the profile.
How about this?
Yeah, that's good.
Fuck. Okay, boss. I'm gonna remain calm. I'm gonna chill. Just let me take care of this. I will fix this.
Yeah, you better. Hold up a second. No. No.
It's cutting you out, though. It's kind of doing some sort of noise suppression thing. It's dampening you.
Yo, Alf, hold the phone. Don't you dare hang up. Hold up. Mom!
It's cutting you out.
Mom? I don't want a hot dog and mac and cheese. Just give me a couple of spaghetti. Yeah. Okay.
It
Look,
thinks you.
I gotta go.
It thinks your background noise.
Okay. Oh, wait,
You
hold
gotta
up.
take it off of that.
Hold up.
But I'll say this. Excuse me,
All right.
Don.
Hold up. Hold up. Yo.
Don Joey. I think it thinks you're doing background noise.
Thank you for letting me know. Just hold up a sec, Alf. Don't you dare hang up. Hold up. Mom! Yes! Cut it up into little pieces. No, I don't want any mac and cheese. Just a couple of Oscar Mayer wieners. Yes. Tell Julio I'm coming. Oh, look, I gotta go. My mom's pissed as shit. Get the flonals. Do not fuck this up. I am so serious. I'll meet you at the Meet Me Cafe. Yes, 2:00 tomorrow. Do not fuck with. Do not fuck.
You're not even having a conversation with me. Now you're just having an imaginary conversation.
You're right. I just want to do a different scene. Anyway, do you hear what I'm saying?
Oh, did you hear that? Okay, that something happened that I missed it.
That
actually.
was CJ.
Yeah, that's funny actually.
Anyway, I don't know about CJ, but you better meet me at the cafe. All right.
You're like this. Okay, meet you at the Meet Me Cafe. At what time?
2:00.
Okay, 2:00.
2:00 on the clock.
It's two people. Oh, 2:00. 2:00 on the clock.
Do not fuck this up.
It's funny that what if they're both having conversations with an imaginary character? You know what I mean? They're not actually.
It's like a movie, Conversations with Imaginary Characters.
But they're not. No, but they're not. They're both being shown to be on talking seemingly to each other, but they're actually doing it differently.
Uh-huh. All right. We'll talk to you later.
Yeah, boss.
Bye. All right. Bye.
Mom! And when you need it by? All right, 3:00. On the clock. I get it. All the honchos, sure. Even Don James. I don't know.
Anyways.
All right. Anyway.
Oh my god.
All right. Is that commercial over with or what?
I mean, probably.
$95 or Roses Roses. 2 dozen long stem roses in vase, only $23.95. Phone FLO WERS.
Funeral and all occasion floral arrangements at savings.
So people calling in like, yeah, I'm looking for a floral arrangement for a funeral or whatever, all occasion.
Right.
To 50%. Deliveries to offices, hospitals, funeral homes, and residential areas 7 days a week. Phone FLO WERS. Remember the 5th anniversary special. 1 dozen roses in vase, only $17.95. Or Roses Roses.
That's funny.
Wait, I don't quite
Like
get
Flow Wars, like InfoWars.
Oh, Inflowars. Yeah.
Oh, of course.
Inflowars.
That's very
Wait,
good.
what did you think it was?
InfoWars. Yeah.
Inflowars.
That's so good.
Yeah, it is good. It is good.
Roses, 2 dozen roses in vase, only $23.95. Phone FLO WERS.
I have a crazy idea. This is not going to work, but what if we try to call that number? What is there an area code for that number? I guess not, right?
I'll try to see if I can find.
What if we just call it right now and
city
ask
it's
for
from.
see if we can ask for a flonal? Can we get a flonal?
It's
over
from
here?
1988.
Right. Whatever.
They probably don't even have a landline anymore. They probably don't even have people that work there.
Hey, can I get a flonal?
Oh man.
All right. Anyways, should we do one more commercial and then go to the after show?
Yeah,
Sure.
let's just breeze through this one real quick. I just
Okay.
wanted some spring action here.
America. Start the day fresh, America. Get a fresh start. Start the day fresh, America.
Wait.
America.
Wait. Hold on. Let me understand this. Is it kind of like it's cracking a knuckle or something like that, or what?
No, I think it's just like
A whip?
Yeah,
so
like
fresh
getting
that it's like
whipped with a towel.
no.
You know
I
how we
think
do
it's like
Maybe.
so crisp and fresh.
Uh-huh.
Start the day fresh, America. Get a fresh start every day.
Now you don't have to wake up to the same dingy gray clothes if you use Fresh Start laundry detergent. Fresh Start combines the best of powders and liquids to help clean the gray even the leading detergent can leave behind. And as the gray goes away, your clothes will look cleaner, fresher, brighter.
Start the day fresh.
It sounds like cracking a knuckle.
No, it sounds like a snare drum sample on a some kind of bad keyboard or something.
Can leave behind. And as the gray goes away, your clothes will look cleaner, fresher, brighter.
Start the day fresh, America.
Oh wow! I thought he was wearing underwear.
No, he's just wearing classic shorts.
No, he is wearing classic shorts. Man, I hate when the laundry detergent smells so strong. You don't usually see them wearing white ones of those kind of shorts.
I've seen them.
Well, yeah.
Now you don't have to wake up to the same dingy gray clothes if you use
These guys
Fresh
live on a
Start
beach
laundry
house?
detergent.
I guess so.
Wow, they live right on the beach, these people.
Yeah.
Day fresh, America.
Now you
Hold on, what
don't
was she
have to
wearing before she put the shorts on?
Oh yeah, what was she wearing? Nothing?
Yeah. Wait, hold
Oh,
on.
she
Did we
was
not get to
wearing-
see?
Oh, she was probably also wearing underwear. Everybody's
No,
wearing some sort of
I
underwear.
think. Oh wow, she was not wearing pants, or she. We don't even know for sure if she was wearing
We
underwear.
don't know what she was wearing. Probably underwear.
Wait, can we just try to get a peek of what she was wearing underneath that? Pause right there. There's a moment where you get to see sort of her bottom half without the shorts on. Right in that zone there. Let's see. Can we get a little bit, move forward a little bit? Right in there. No, a little bit back. Right there. That's what she's wearing. I think they
I
censored.
can't see anything.
I don't see it. I don't see
know.
it.
I
I
think
see
they
nothing.
censored. I think they censored it, but that's supposed to be her bottom half right there. But I think they censored it because she wasn't wearing anything. They didn't want to show her not wearing anything.
Yeah, during the shoot, she's like, I actually don't want to wear anything. I want it to feel real.
Yeah.
You think there's a black bar in the lower?
Well,
left third?
I think something, because you should see her. You should see what's going on right there. You know. You see. But by the way, what's his name? Somebody said something about we should sing a cappella on this for some reason.
Oh well.
Wait, let's re-examine how she pulls the shirt over the kid's head.
Well, the kid, it was already halfway over, but he got stuck. It got stuck. See, the kid's like, Mom, help.
Now you don't have to.
No, she's saying she
Nah.
pulled it over kind of hard though.
Nah, it was cool. She had to do a little bit of a jerky tug. A bit of a jerky tug.
Yeah. Now, I mean, she does kind of pull. Look at wait. Hold on. Look at the kid's head right there. Wait, there's a moment where the kid doesn't.
Right, the
seem to
kid's
be
like,
present.
kid's doing this.
Yeah. No, wait. Pause it right there if you can. Chicken. Right.
The kid's
Yeah.
like,
There.
"Ah."
The kid looks a
Ow,
little
just
bit
got whiplash.
thinking that hurts. Actually, look at the kid's face.
And he looks a little. This kid
Yeah,
looks.
kinda like-
It's a girl, I think.
Yeah.
She looks a little
Yeah.
disgusted.
She's like this. Ah. She kind of. It hurts right there. That hurts.
Yeah.
So you know, I mean, look at that face. She definitely doesn't look. I mean, if that was the screenshot, you would think that something abusive is happening here. You know what I mean? It doesn't.
Right.
It doesn't seem. Oh wow, that really. Hold on. That kid is really not enjoying that right there. That looks. You know what that looks like? Just that shot. It looks like the mom is attacking the kid actually, and she's going, help, or something like that. You know what I mean?
Maybe. Either that or the kid's going.
I'm out of
Like,
here to watch
out of
Jeopardy
joy.
on Fast.
Look, see, she's pretty stoked now.
No, I know, but there was a moment of just sort of, I don't know, peril. Peril.
You said peril.
All right. What else? Let's hear the song again.
Fresh America. Get a fresh start every day.
Now you don't have to wake up to the same dingy gray clothes if you use Fresh Start laundry detergent. Fresh Start combines the best of powders and liquids to help clean the gray even the leading detergent can leave behind. And as the gray goes away, your clothes will look cleaner, fresher, brighter.
Start to think Fresh America. Get a fresh start every day.
All right, I dig it. I guess let's move on to the. I mean, Tolkien Study's got a kind of a dark comment. It's kind of pretty funny, you know. Dr. Chicken says, Dr. Chicken says, smart of the editors to reuse the neck snap sound. So basically, that's where they recorded it. Is the girl's neck snapped, and then they said, "Oh, you know what? Let's use that when we, you know, kind of whatever when we whip the clothes and stuff, you know." Yeah, and Fox Badger's right. Fresh Start kind of has implications as well.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Is there an edit you can do where when she cracks the neck of the kid, it makes that noise, the knuckle noise, you know? I mean, that might be too hard to do. I don't know. We could do it in the after show debrief or whatever. I can talk. Actually, while you might whip that up, I'll just talk about this other stuff, you know? Yeah, kind of. Yeah, kind of. Yeah. And you know what's funny? Afterwards, the girl hugs her, so it's kind of like, "Thank you, Mom. I had a kink in my neck. Thanks for getting that out," or something like that. Or, you know, her mom's actually a chiropractor or something like that. She goes, "Oh, she's got oh, wow, okay, wow, I can move my neck again. Thank you, Mom." Anyway, Tolkien Study goes, or it cuts to her funeral. Wow, yeah, that's dark. Roses. Look, we're gonna carry on. We're gonna do the after show debrief in a little bit. What is that? We do some more time, and we're gonna look at more commercials and talk about more stuff and get some more funnels going. And if you want to join us, all you got to do is become a member, and it's that easy. There's certain people who are members here. Some people are not. It's not a big deal. If you don't want to become a member, not a big deal either. Just if you want to just, you know, you want extra stuff to hang out with or whatever, then yeah, be a member. It's cool, you know. And the way you do it is there's a join button on the bottom of the screen. You can click that, and, you know, it brings you to another thing where you can join which tier you want to go on. And you get these badges and things, and you got roses, and, you know, just different stuff, you know, some hand-drawn kind of icons that you could use, you know. And somebody just became a member just now thanks to Qualia. He just helped somebody become a member. So thanks to Qualia, and welcome to the new one, whoever that is. Hopefully, you know, hopefully you appreciate that. And also, thank you to Chicken Jessica for his help behind the scenes. And thank you to Jason Odd, who you see here as Weird Artifacts. That's the name of his band. You should check out his music. But he makes the highlight clips for the Chicken Coop. The highlight clips, you can see them at Chicken Coop Show. It's a separate YouTube channel. You know, go ahead and just subscribe to that channel also. And then you can also watch them on Instagram, Chicken Coop Show. Thank you to Gemma and Cammie for helping maintain those accounts. And anything else? There's a Discord in the description of this video that can, you know, if you want to connect with people on that. And then also a link to the after show debrief, which we're going to do momentarily, is in the description of the video as well. That's how you get there. And you go to the playlist, Chicken Coop, the Chicken Coop playlist on this channel. That's where you can find all the past Chicken Coop stuff. And then the community tab has the monthly ringtones if you're at that tier. Okay, everybody, that's it. My name is Brent Weinbach.
I'm Laura Weinbach.
The name of the show is The Chicken Coop. Thanks for watching. Bye.